Hi, I'm Allison Hagendorf, and welcome to BottleRock Backstage with Butter. I'm here now with Teddy Swims. What's up?
Hi, thanks for having me.
Pouring you some butter, my friend.
Yeah.
That's right. There we go.
That'll make you feel butter.
Cheers. There we go. Yeah. So first of all, I need to just say congratulations because I've been following your journey, and it's pretty epic and impressive.
Well, I appreciate
Like,
that.
how are you feeling this whirlwind of, I mean, like, to start with like a makeshift setup in your bedroom.
Yeah.
To you just announced you're going to be touring Asia.
I'm so excited for it too.
Unreal.
Tokyo is like on my top list ever of places I want to go, and super excited about the Philippines and just everywhere.
I mean, do you take out moments you're like, this is surreal, or you're like, no, I like envision this and it's like happening?
It's a little both. I'm trying to do better about being more present at times and having little moments of, even if it's just a clink of a glass and say, wow, boys, we did it. You totally get lost in the scramble of it, and the further you get, the further you realize there is to go, and just gotta try to shop and smell the roses, I guess.
Absolutely. That's smart. You need to. Has there been I'm sure there's been many moments, but has there been a moment so far where you like took a time out and you were like, this is special? Like, I'm proud.
For me, it's so weird because I think maybe it was a year and a half ago or something, but I think the biggest moment of my life, it's so funny to say, is when I saw George Lopez started following me, that I was like, yeah, baby, we're in there.
You know you've made it.
For me, I don't know why it was that, but George Lopez I love George Lopez, so that was,
I mean, who doesn't?
That was the one for me. I was like, baby.
I love that. That is so great.
We're C-class celebrities now, I guess. I might be big enough to get on Dancing with the Stars. You never know.
That's true. Would you do that? Can you dance?
No.
Oh.
Look how I'm built. Of course not.
Your voice is exceptional, and I saw some videos online that sort of showed like a transfer. You always had a beautiful voice, but you've really gotten to a place now vocally that's very special. Are there certain singers or artists that you grew up with or who inspire you and serve as like a muse for you?
Yeah, totally. Stevie Wonder, of course. Michael Jackson, Marvin Gaye, Otis Redding. Frank Ocean's probably my favorite of all time. The Beatles, goes on, and some of the greatest singers in the world. Alan Stone, one of the greatest,
so incredible,
and has been such a good friend and mentor to me too along the way of this.
Beautiful.
And I'm very fortunate to have him because as we were going up through the pandemic and weren't able to tour, when last year, as you could imagine, our first time really getting to do it, we kind of all went a little hard, And so he'd just give me advice on like, hey man, maybe make sure you get 8 hours of sleep. Drink plenty of water. That's all you got to do. Whether you sleep until 3 p.m. or not, just get your 8 hours. You got to get them.
That's important. That's great advice. You got to take care of yourself.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not going to, then water and sleep. At least you can do for yourself.
That's important advice because you're probably always thinking about your shows and your fans and the response and the reaction. But you got to take care of you. You got to. That's really great advice. It's important to be surrounded by people who are like keeping an eye out for you.
And I'm super grateful. I've known a lot of these guys in my band and since I was in middle school and high school, and so. We all keep each other navigating this in the right way versus because I think there's a way to do it the right way. When we were on tour with Zach Brown, he's been with the same band for 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
And they really gave us a lot of advice as well on how to just navigate this with your best friends and your brothers and really do it the right way. And it doesn't have to be so evil.
That's right. That's right. Now, you've been playing a ton. You've been traveling a ton. How do you sort of stay in the right headspace? Do you have like a pre-show ritual?
I always warm up the gospel music. I grew up that way, and so I kind of always warm up to an old melody of hymns and things like that. And I feel like that kind of centers me in a little bit. And I know I guess a lot of tequila too. It's not really really centering me, but
It does the trick.
We try to just stay in touch with each other and stay emotionally aware of one another, and and again, just having them there and having them check up on me and
it's great,
and just always keep me grounded.
That's exactly right.
I'm just grateful for that.
I'm glad to hear that. Talk to me about transitioning from doing covers to doing your original music, which I know is so important to you. did you start, writing with people, or tell me how you got to the point where you are now, where you're writing your own music?
Well, we had been forever. I was just in a bunch of bands.
You were in other bands.
Yeah, just nobody cared about them, And
Yeah, but I want to actually time out. People might not know you were in like hardcore, rock bands and stuff, right?
And weirdly enough, my very first band when I was a senior in high school, called Heroic Bear. You could still find the EP on YouTube if you just look up Heroic Bear. It's really awful and really trash. But for you put 10,000 hours in anything, you eventually become good. So anybody that wants to listen to that EP,
I do,
or 10 seconds of the first song and be like, nah, I'm good on that.
I have to check that out.
You can get good at something.
But that's really cool that because you do a lot of your music is a fusion. It's R&B, it's gospel, it's hip hop, it's country, it's pop. But I love that you were in kind of hardcore bands starting out. That's pretty amazing. Do you really love everything?
Yeah, I love, and I think there's just a way that certain genres kind of envelop a different emotion better than some others. There's just nothing you can get from real storytelling like you can from country. There's nothing you can get by getting your anger out like you can from metal. There's nothing you can really lay a woman down sweetly to like you can R&B. Not that I'm doing a whole lot of that, but.
You got to bring back Heroic Bear.
Yeah, we'll see.
That's what you got to do.
We'll see. Yeah, that might end my career.
Or start it with the right kind of girl.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Exactly. We just need one good song. That's it. Just one song.
I don't know. First of all, it's the
well,
best
we don't
band
have
name.
It, though.
It's the best band name, though, Heroic Bear. I'm obsessed with it, actually. Yeah. You recently did a song with Ex Ambassadors. Love those guys. Who else would be a dream collaboration for you?
Man, Frank Ocean would be probably my favorite person I've ever. And of course, before they get too old, I got a Paul McCartney, Stevie Wonder. I got to get in a room with them at one point before they retire, or if they ever will. I don't know. They seem like they got a lot left in them, so I don't know.
If they started following you, would that be bigger than the George Lopez following?
Yeah, absolutely. I just don't know if I believe Stevie Wonder's using Instagram.
Right, he's probably not. Yeah, he's probably not. The greats, though, right?
The greatest.
I got to sit down with Nile Rodgers yesterday and to think about, wow. I mean, come on. I mean,
and I'm so
he's
sorry.
Almost superhuman.
I hate that I'm following him up. How about that, man? Should have saved him for the day after me.
I'm just so excited for you, and I don't think you've even scratched the surface of what you're capable of.
Oh, I hope that's the case.
I believe it, and especially with Heroic Bear, guys. You heard it here first. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.